How you living? This your coach, Wali, man. Right now, I'm talking about relationships being at an all-time low. And the reason why relationships is at an all-time low is because we getting two things misconstrued. And that's preference and standards. Do you know the difference between preference and standards? Are you judging women off your preference and overlooking the standards? Women, are you doing the same thing? See, we got to understand that we got to quit being blind to these material things. We got to quit being blind to the things that we think we want. The woman for you might not be what you want or what you might have, or the man for you might not be that exact man that you think that you want. Because that woman you want or that man you want could be right there in your face, and you can mess around and miss your opportunity. Because you searching for something else. And you know why people cheat? Because they paying attention to what's missing, not opposed to paying attention to what the hell they got. A standards is dealing with a quality or attainment or something that you want in your future. And a preference is liking one thing more than the other. A woman with a big butt. A woman driving a certain car, a certain complexion, a certain body build, that's a preference. A standards is do this woman work? Is this woman a good mother? Is she a good child to her mother? Do this woman has morals? Do this woman have values? Do this woman believe in God? What is her religion? These things are standards. Because you don't want to be ending up with something because you was going off your preference. Because once that preference fades away, that infatuation fades away, then you're going to be back looking for something else because you're going to find an excuse why you don't want to be there with that woman. And the same thing for these women that's dating these guys. See, you got to understand the two things. First, where are you going? And second, who is going with you? Because if you get those two things in the wrong order, you hear me? You get those two things in the wrong order, you in big trouble. Because this is what it would sound like. Where am I going and who's going with me? And who the hell going to want to go with you if you don't know where the hell you going? See, we got to be able to walk lightly and breathe deeply. We got to be able to know what we want. We got to be able to use our mind and be more independent in what the things that we see and quit being blinded by this fabricated nonsense out here. See, you gotta love your woman like them dudes in her job do. You gotta be there for that woman, and you gotta talk to that woman. You need to praise that woman every day. And woman, she gotta do the same with her man. She gotta be his biggest fan. She can't let some other woman be the biggest fan. See, what the problem is that we don't put too much effort into it. And that's what sexy is, effort. Time, effort, attitude, and motivation can make so much of a big difference. But we lack in those departments. Because we don't want to put our all into it because we are so hurt from our past. But yeah, we all have a past. And we are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of our past. It's time to grow up, fam, and quit making excuses. There's no reason why the single parent's at an all-time high and the divorce is at an all-time high. All these things should be at an all-time low. But why is the relationship is at an all-time low? Because we up here chasing things that we don't have no idea of what the hell we want. I remember the time, man, I done messed up. And like that old saying, trouble is easy getting too hard to get out of. And boy, I tell you, you don't miss something until it's gone. And I missed it. Because I didn't follow something. And if I have known better, I would have did better. Because my problem was I was keeping my relationship secret and privately. But then I learned is that you don't keep your relationship secretly, but you keep your relationship privately. Those are the things that you do. You don't put your relationship business on social media. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to point fingers. And they're going to wait the time that you mess up so they can slide in their DM. They waiting on the time you could tell them that it's some bad tension going on so they can try to be the one to be a friend. We got to have standards and quit settling. Because the problem is, if you want to keep settling for everything, then you might as well be a community person. There's so much more things that you can do in a relationship. Like once a month, try to find something new to do every month. Talk on the phone every day. Instead of texting, call. You can't build a relationship through text message. Don't let these internet and these things take away our personal value, our spiritual connection, our physical connection, our mental connection, because we need those foods. But like I said, you got to check people's ingredients to make sure they are healthy for your diet, because that's the difference between the preference and the standards, and don't get it mistaken. You better be there for that woman, and woman, you better be there for that man. Because there's no reason why we is at an all-time low when we come down to relationships. I made a promise to myself and my covenant to myself that I was going to be the best husband that I can be, because I messed up the first time. Because I was going to get relationship advice from people that wasn't married. I was going to get relationship advice from people that was staying at home with their mama. I was going to get relationship advice from niggas in the block that didn't even help me. And then I end up divorcing by myself, just like them. But the flip side is they still got theirs. And here I am by myself. So I learned something. If I have not listened to what they have told me, and if I would have took more time and understand my better half, then I would still have that. But don't make the same mistakes I made. Right now, man, relationships at an all-time low. In 2018, relationships got to be back at an all-time high. We got to know the difference between preference and standards. And we got to know where we're going and who is going with us. All right? This your Coach Wali, man. I'm going to holler at you. Peace.